Good morning from the Isle of Skye. It is absolutely beautiful here. We're gonna be spending the next 3 nights here. Well, technically we already spent last night here. We made the 5.5-hour drive from Glasgow to our pods yesterday. The only place that we really stopped on our drive yesterday was an adorable bakery. Manuela's Wee Bakery, which is this cute place that we actually found on TikTok. It's just this adorable little bakery, and I guess there's a witch stopped by, but she hit a post. We got a couple baked goods that look lovely, and it's cold, so we're gonna eat them in the car. A wee bite of heaven. That is a wee bite of heaven. It has caramelized apples and a little bit of cream on like a little croissant pastry. It's so good. There's even a little seating area with fantastic views. What a lovely first stop. This morning we are up early, well, early for us, because it is low tide and we have come to a beach that has dinosaur footprints. Carly, are you ready to see some dinosaur footprints? She's like, I'm ready to smell some seagull poop. There's a sign here that says that these footprints were found in 2001 by somebody walking their dog here. It just is incredible that it's kind of a recent discovery, but there are apparently a lot of them. It's a little mossy, but we'll be okay. So cool. All right, we found the first one. I think that's one too.
Where?
Yeah, right there. That one, maybe? Looks around. I guess these tracks are Megalosaurus tracks, and they date back 165 million years, 166 million years. There are supposed to be at least, at least 15 or 20 of them. However, so far I think we've only found 2. The hunt continues. There are a lot of holes in the ground over here, but I don't think that they are dinosaur-made holes. This is one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever been to. There is a bit of rock scrambling here, which I think we're lucky that it's so nice today because it's dried the rocks out. I think if it were raining right now, it would be a lot tougher to get down to these, but it's not so bad. Oh, this is a different consistency over here. It almost looks like the ammonites when we were in Dorset.
Is that another one?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe? Carly could not care less about dinosaur footprints. We may have only found a few footprints, but I would say that that was a success. Those were really cool and much more distinct looking than the ones that we found with our friends Jason and Josh in Dorset. So Jason and Josh should definitely visit here because apparently there's 17 or 18 in total, but maybe you have to find them in lower tide, I don't know. The tide is definitely on its way back in. We are on our way to the Ferry Pools. It's supposed to be a fairly easy 1.5 mile hike to the first pool. You can see the trail from the road.
Pretty steep though.
Yeah, it's gonna be down. A doozy coming back up.
Yeah.
One of the other popular hikes, Old Man's Store, is supposed to be really muddy, especially when it rains. It's rained really quite a bit in the last few days, so at least this one's nice and dry and gravel. We've barely started and we've already seen multiple waterfalls.
We have, they're very pretty. I'm good, let's go.
I mean, even if we chose to go back now, that's still quite the trek back up that hill. It is really pretty. It was a lot colder later into the year this year, and so everything is still kind of winter brown. I bet when it's a little greener, it's even more beautiful. The water just looks so pretty with the red rocks and the moss on them. So pretty. How's it going down there, guys? I'm gonna stay up here. Carly is really upset that Jeremy is down there and she is not. Dad, don't leave me up here. That's so rude. It is funny that every step of the way you can turn back and see exactly where our car is and how far we have to go back from this point.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Now we're playing a game where we're trying to make rocks go in this hole. Oh! You did it! we can keep going. The trail goes further on up that way. It got real cold and windy real quickly. The sky looks pretty foreboding, so on our way back to the car we go. We came to the adorable town of Portree, hoping that we could get some fish and chips and eat them by the seaside. We are not having very good luck. Every place seems to be closed, and the ones that are open don't have very good reviews, so we're a little bit unsure what to do right now. There's a young bagpiper in the square though, so it's fine. There's a good ambiance here, so it's good. Holy several hours later, we could not find food anywhere. We even came out to Staffin, which is closer to where the pods that we're staying in is, and went to this place that is supposed to have good takeaway. Well, they were doing reservations for their takeaway, so we had to come back at 8, which is what we're doing now. I went back to the pod and took a nap. It was a lovely nap. And now Jeremy is inside getting us some takeaway from the Hungry Gull. But I've just been sitting here in this parking lot watching these little lambs play. Skye has been amazing, and I think one of my favorite things has just been the sheer amount of sheep and lambs, and just seeing so many lambs and watching them play has been a joy. Worth the wait. These are so good. I mean, I haven't even tried the fish yet, but the chips are amazing, and the tartar sauce is great. How's your curry sauce?
A little runnier than normal, but maybe the most delicious one that we've had with chips.
The sun is setting. We're having a nice peaceful evening here. Man, good first day. We'll see you in the morning. Good night. It's our second full day. We've had a lazy morning, just hanging out at our pods, eating some delicious American breakfast that we made. And now we've come to Portree. We're gonna take a boat tour that our friend Courtney picked out. I'm not sure what to expect other than that we might see dolphins and some wildlife, and I'm sure we'll take in some lovely sights on our 2-hour tour. Carly, are you excited for your 2-hour boat tour?
No.
She's like, indifferent.
You're not leaving me
She
somewhere.
usually likes boat tours, actually. This little street here where we are gonna catch our cruise is just the most adorable, I think also the most iconic part of Portree. This little harbor here is really cute. Looks like there is a cruise ship docked here.
The cruise ship would explain the large amount of Americans we've interacted with this morning.
Fair. Here comes our boat.
Are we getting on the bus?
Yep, that's our boat.
On the bus? I think so.
Water bus.
I guess on today's tour we are heading towards the Isle of Raasay. Never heard of it before, but we're gonna check it out. Gets rocking pretty good, doesn't it?
It feels like it comes out of nowhere. Let's play with it.
No. Let's not make it worse. I like how these seals are like Tom Selleck sexy posing.
Whoa.
Don't they look like Tom Selleck on that image of him on a bearskin rug or whatever?
That's Burt Reynolds.
Oh, you're right. They look like Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds on a bearskin rug is what these seals have the vibe of. They're channeling their inner Burt Reynolds. Our captain was just telling us that they haven't had seals for here for a couple years, and this is the first time they've had them in a couple years. So we've got to see seals, we've gotten to see an eagle. I saw a dolphin. I'm very confident I saw a dolphin, but it was just the one. Decided we were a little chilly out there, so we came inside. Saw these when we were driving to our pods the other day. I guess these are salmon farms. You can see them flopping around in there. I guess there's about 2 million in total. Got back into town and there's a bagpiper in the distance. Love it. Also, these are some of the best children's books that I've ever seen. Wee unicorn. morning, sunshine. How did you sleep?
Maybe all right.
Yeah, you had a good night's sleep? I think we all did. This place is pretty cozy. It is our last morning here in Skye, and I'm just enjoying the view. I'm sitting outside. It's a little chilly, but drinking my coffee, enjoying this lovely view one last time. We have had such an amazing time here in these pods. I would 100% recommend them. I would 100% stay here again. I would seek them out and plan my trip around staying here again. They're that wonderful. There are a total of 4 of them. We're in Morag, I guess. I'm not sure how to say that. They're 2 sets, so we have a neighbor there, but the neighbor never showed up. We booked these months ago, and at the time that we booked them, they were basically the only accommodations that we could find because there's just not a lot of lodging here on Skye. So we booked the 2 that we could. Our friends are down there staying in the other one. I think our view is a little bit better here, not that they have a bad view, but the highlight of theirs is that field right there has sheep in it, so they can literally like be in their bathroom looking out the window and see sheep. I don't know if you can see it, but their pod has a skylight where they can actually see the sheep that are up on the hill just sitting in bed. I think that one is number 3, and I think that one might be the best one. They lucked out with a really nice sheep view, and I'm a little bit jealous, but that's okay. nothing wrong with ours at all. I think any of these 4 pods would be a wonderful stay again. I also realized we haven't actually given you a tour yet, so let's show you the pod, and if this doesn't convince you to stay here, I don't know what will. Welcome to our glamping pod. It's advertised as being spacious, and it truly is. We weren't sure what to expect with the term glamping pod, but it has everything that you need, including like a little kitchen setup. It has been perfect. Come on in. This has, I think it's what we would consider, is this a double? Would we consider this a double or a queen? I don't know.
Full?
Bed sizes confuse me here, but
yeah.
It's a small, on the small side. Like, we're cozy in there, but it's lovely. It's a really comfortable bed. We have slept in it, so we didn't make it up super nice. Sorry about that. But it also has a fold-out couch here that can sleep up to 4 people. Our friends that are down in the other pod have their 9-year-old daughter with them, and the 3 of them, they have plenty of room as well. So we did make Carly sleep on the couch though. Hello. Even if you were with, you know, friends and you were sharing a pod, I think there is enough privacy, and like these little curtains are like, don't come in here, we're sleeping. But it's cute. I like it. I think part of it is so that you can see the view out there as well.
Yeah, I think that's probably more of what it is, but yeah.
But it does. Like, the fact that it has curtains means that, you know,
gives you a little bit of privacy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There is a like little hot plate, 2-burner cooktop, plenty of dishes. There is a little mini fridge. They left us fresh eggs and fresh milk. We already ate the eggs. They were wonderful. Can't go wrong there with seeing the chickens out the back window. You know where they're coming from. Then we have a pretty good deep sink, microwave, kettle, toaster. We've been toasting our crumpets extra crispy, like you told us we needed to. We tried crumpets before and you said we didn't toast them enough, but no, you're right. They're good. They're good when they're nice and crunchy and buttery. Even the bathroom is a really nice size. We do have a view of the sheep out our window. Oh my gosh, look at how cute that little sleeping baby is. Constantly distracted by sheep. Anyway, the shower is nice and tall. The whole pod is nice and tall, like plenty of room for Jeremy, which is a rarity here in the UK. And yeah, it's a pretty spacious bathroom. I wasn't sure what to expect, but we have had much tinier showers and bathrooms in other places that were like full houses here, so luxurious. They leave this table out, which is a nice little, you know, table. We've just mostly been sitting our stuff on it, but they have these chairs that are folded up, so they really have designed everything to kind of keep it compact.
It's funny that they refer to it as glamping, because it's basically just like a nice hotel room out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's fair. It definitely is not glamping.
I mean, it has pretty decent Wi-Fi on top of everything, which even in cities we have had not great Wi-Fi sometimes.
And there's like little cubby holes and things. Like there's plenty of little nooks and crannies that it truly feels like a lot of room. And we've got ourselves a nice small TV, which, hey, bonus. And Carly, how would you rate sleeping on the couch out here? 10 out of 10. Get in your parents' bed in the middle of the night. Signed the visitor's guest book saying we'd definitely be back. Because honestly, if we find ourselves on Skye again, we will 100% stay here again. Like, this was the highlight, I think, for every single one of us. Maybe Quinn, our friend's daughter, she might say that something else was, like maybe the sheep. Quinn, what was your favorite part of the Isle of Skye?
Probably the Ferry Pools and the Dinosaur Footprints.
Okay, all right.
Those were like really fun, but the Ferry Pools were a very long walk.
Taking in this view one last time. Gotta capture it in our memory. Don't know when we'll be back. We've made the journey out of Skye and over to the Loch Ness, where we are going to stop at Nessyland.
All our dreams have come true. It's a real place.
It is a real place.
It's not just an internet website.
We don't know what to expect with the very, very mediocre reviews on the internet, so we're not sure what to expect, but we're
here.
We're here. We're doing it. I can enjoy a place where you enter and exit through the gift shop.
There's the train.
Oh, there is a train.
There's more trains.
Wow. I love that it goes all the way around the shop. £1 train experience worth it?
Pretty.
Do you need to discover gin, Karen?
Oh, I've already discovered it, but I'm open to more options. Okay, here we go. Oh, yep, love it already. Love it already. They do have all kinds of information, old newspapers, all kinds of stuff. Well, heck, Charlie Sheen's been here. Well, that's pretty cool. He is winning. A lot of people told us that the UK doesn't really have roadside attractions, and I beg to differ. They have this. Nessyland is like what I've been looking for in a UK roadside attraction. Cool ambiance of a cave lined with pictures of Nessie. What more could you want? Our friend Courtney pointed out the weirdest part where there's just random stuffed animals on the ground. Because why not? Carly is like, get me out of these weird stuffed animals. I didn't realize that this famous photo of Nessie is from 1934 and was apparently taken by a surgeon in London. Well, Nessyland certainly is an experience. There were so many smoke detectors who had low batteries in there that Carly ended up getting fairly freaked out. So we're just sitting in the car waiting for everybody else. We're gonna head on up to Inverness and then around to Edinburgh and just see what we see. Maybe see if we can see Nessie on the way out. I don't know, but I believe.
We made a quick stop through Inverness, but then we had to make one more stop before we got to Edinburgh. Something real nerdy and geeky for both Kara and I.
There are many historical castles and significant historical sites in this area. But we're here at Doune Castle because it's the castle that's supposed to be the guy in France that's taunting them in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. All I have to say is your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
You don't frighten us, English pig dogs!
I'm pretty sure that this is the angle that we see the castle when they approach it, that there's a shot of them standing here looking up at it.
Now go away or you shall taunt us again.
Yeah, I shall taunt you a second time. Yep, to be able to say that here, one of my favorite lines from that movie, to say it at the place that it was originally said. Whew, this is a day. This is a day. I think it must be those turrets down there that he actually is standing. I keep calling them turrets, but they're not. They're just like little outpost things. I don't know. They probably have a name. I don't know what they are. You know, Stirling Castle, William Wallace Memorial, significant things nearby. But this does it for me.
Does it for you. Also, realizing on our way here that when he says Kniggets, that he's not insulting them in some weird way. He's just mispronouncing knights. I don't know how many times I've seen that movie, and I'm like 40-something years old, just realizing that today.
Yeah, I didn't get that joke, but thanks for pointing it out for me. I see that the Scottish flag is flying up there very prominently. And with that being said, we are off to Edinburgh. We are just spending a few days there with our friends. It's the very end of their trip here in the UK. But if you want to see our Edinburgh video, we did actually make a video here. Make sure that you check it out. It'll be right here. Thank you to our patrons for supporting our channel. Thank you for watching our channel. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. It does help us out. So thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.